and thank you for joining me on my colouring quest. So today I have here the new Colour in Heaven pocket issue, which is Sleeping Animals, with 32 designs by R J Hampson, which are quick and fun, just little animals sleeping pictures, and they're so cute. I have actually already done one, but I thought I would do a flip through and then colour another one because they're just fun. Like, I literally got this yesterday and I've completed a page, so that kind of says it all really, doesn't it? So as you can see here, it is the cover, and it is a pocket size, so it is smaller obviously. Let me just get a comparison. So as you can see here, I have this standard issue of Colour in Heaven, the Starry Night special. Love that issue. And then here you have the pocket size. So it is a lot smaller, obviously, which is great for these like little quicker illustrations. And I also have a few more of the pocket issues as well. Yes, so I also have, which I think everybody's seen by now, the Magic Jars one. And I have the Christmas Animals, which, was that the first pocket size one? I think it was, and I had so much fun on these. Like, so much fun. Sparkles everywhere. But that is saved now for probably next Christmas, if I'm honest. And then I have the Fairy Tales one, which was the previous one to come out, which I have a whip in there. But I think I'm planning to take this one with me when I go on holiday at the end of the month, just so I can do some colouring in a little book, which I think that's what these pocket size ones were for. But I've just noticed now that all of these other ones have like a colourable cover, but then this cover is like glossy, and I hadn't noticed that before. But yeah, I do love this as well. So pretty. But yeah, I've only done the one page in that one because although they're pocket size, I think they have a lot of detail in some of these. Cute, and definitely quicker than a bigger book, but still detailed. So yeah, the one I'm working on in here, just a sneak peek, is the Red Riding Hood, but I have to do all my pencil detailing. So let's get back to what this video is all about. Let me zoom in again. Right, so Sleeping Animals, back on track again. Sorry about the side issues. So we have such cute little pages in here. Like, every animal is sleeping. I do love that one. Like, it's literally called Quiet Grandpa because he's snoring and all the other little bunnies can't get to sleep. It's so cute. I have the Sloth, which I think this is the one that I want to colour next because it's so cute and it doesn't look like it will take very long. And yeah, just so much fun. Good little panda. He looks like he's ready to retire. I don't know, he looks like a grandpa panda. I almost wanted to colour this one next. Llama Pajamas. Like, that just looks like it would be colourful to me. Like, very summery. I also like this one, Old Man and the Sea. But it's like, I love that there's space here to do a background if you want to, but you don't have to, if that makes sense. I also love this one. The cat gets its own bed, like it's identical to her bed. Free bears. I love this one, absolutely love it. Elephants are so cute, and I just see this being like the light is on, so you have a glow on them. Again, as you can see, like the line art is very much more simplistic, like and easy to follow, if that makes sense. And I love this one. I almost chose this as my next page as well, but I thought I want to put a bit of quite a bit more detailing in to this one. I want there to be sort of a background as well. I'm not 100% sure, but like I have ideas running through my head. Little donkeys. Oh, they are donkeys. Yeah. That's cute as well. I always like pages that have little cute rabbits in. I also love this one. Like, who wouldn't, right? This one here reminds me of Angry Birds for some reason. I know they're sleeping, but I just get reminded of Angry Birds. Like, remember when everybody used to play that? Well, you might not have, but everybody, like, around me used to play Angry Birds. It's a dragon. Reminds you of his dragon colouring book, doesn't it? I don't think that's in his dragon colouring book. Are these exclusives? Quick to colour, simple designs. I don't know. I don't have all of his books, so I don't know exactly what's in there, but yeah. Look at the koala. He looks like a grandpa as well. I don't know, it's just the way his been drawn. It looks like he's got a beard. And because koalas are like that grey tone. Little frogs. Tiger. I'm guessing that's a tiger anyway. But it's got a bone. It's just had its dinner and fell asleep. That's what I feel like doing sometimes. Like after you've eaten, you just, especially when it's hot, you just get a bit drowsy. Like Mama Bird is like, why are you hanging upside down and sleeping? You are not a bat, you are an owl. But with the little acorns and that on here, I think that would be good one to colour in like the autumn time. I also love this page of the hippo. Just chilling there. The fish seem a bit concerned as to why the hippo is in a inflatable rubber ring. Oh dear. Penguins. They're just chilling, literally. And then next I have is the page that I've actually done, which is this monkey page. And I just literally did it really quickly. So this is like a preview with alcohol marker base, some acrylic gold paint, and some Brute Funa square pencils. Like, and this is not like me. There is no white Posca on here at all. Like, what's going on? But yeah, I love it. It's just cute. And like I said, completed within a day, which is like unheard of for me. I also love this page. Like, there's so many in here. They're just simple, but I love them. That's one that I'd like to colour at Christmassy time. Look at how warm and cosy he looks. And Santa's left him a bone. Otters. I feel like that needs a circle around it. I feel like a few of these pages in here need circles around it. Then you have this one, which is actually like that. Fish. And that fish looks far too big to be in that bowl. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise there was some more this way. That is cute. I feel like that one's an autumn one as well. I don't know, when I see like mushrooms and stuff, I get autumn feelings. Piggies, I do love that. I don't actually remember seeing that one from the first time I flipped through it, but I do love that. as a kid, I loved pigs. Like, there was a certain time where I loved pigs, and then I moved on to absolutely loving dolphins. And then tigers, and I'm still at tigers. Like, love tigers. And then last one, I think. Oh, that reminds me of Cinderella. And it's like, don't make a sound. The cat is sleeping. But this one looks like it's about to do something he'll regret. And this one's concerned because he looks like he's going to do something they'll both regret. So yeah, that is all in there. And like I said, I'm going to be colouring the sloth page. This one. So if you only wanted to see a flip through, obviously, you may tune out now. If you want to continue to see me colouring, then please feel free to stay. Or go and come back later. Like, it's completely up to you. Right, so to start off, I have put my protective sheets of paper behind, as I always do. I am going to be doing a alcohol marker base, but first I want to sort of make an oval shape. And yeah, I thought when it comes to drawing circles in my backgrounds, I have multiple things I like to draw around. If I need a big circle, then I get a bowl. For other size circles, I have candles that have these like wooden lids on, and I have different size candles, so I find that it sort of helps to have these. I don't know, they come in handy other than being a lid for a candle, and they're sturdy, and yeah. So, and this one, oh my gosh, it's like black cherry, and that is all that I can smell at the moment. I love it. I love anything cherry flavour, like whether it's drinks, sweets, the fruit itself, I love it. Candles, like yeah. So what I'm going to do is sort of follow the curve of this. So this dragonfly up here is actually going to be out of the oval. So that is the top of my oval. I might just have a blue Brute Thinner square pencil here. And then the bottom of my oval is going to half encompass that dragonfly down there. And I'm sorry if you can't see, because I got to hold this in a certain way and I just drew over that leaf. What am I thinking? But yeah, so it's just a small oval. Like, it's almost a circle, but it's not. But yeah, I wanted to give a little background to him. And I don't know whether to make it daytime or nighttime, which is why I used the blue pencil, because I thought if it's daytime, it's going to be like blues and greens, maybe a bit of yellow. And if it's nighttime, it's going to be blues and purples and blacks and whatnot. So I thought a blue pencil would not get like in the way of those colours. I do need to rub that out because that is going to annoy me. So I just tap it, rub on the end of this pencil, and because I only pressed lightly, it should just rub off. I do have the Derwent battery rubber, but you know, that's in a pencil case somewhere that I am not willing to find right now. No, I know where it is, I'm just too lazy to go and get it. Right, so now I will get out my alcohol markers. Hello, I am back, and it has been a few days since the previous clip, and I still don't know what I want to do with the background, so I'm going to go ahead and colour the sloth first, because I know I want him to be like shades of brown sort of thing, and then I will see what sort of colours will fit in the background, whether I go greens or blues, we will see. But another change is I was planning to use an alcohol marker base, which now I'm not going to. I've decided I just want to go in with pencils, and I'm actually a little bit annoyed with myself because I did a colouring supplies video, like all of my colouring supplies, and I completely forgot to show you a set of pencils that I own, which were these Crawford and Black Premium tin, which it's not fitting in like the whole of the camera. Let me zoom out a minute. Right, so we have these. They are from the Works here in the UK. It is a shop, and yeah, I got them for £25. I thought, why not? Even if they're not very good, like it's a full set of pencils I can use on pages like that. I just want to add colour to, like, it doesn't bother me if they're not going to be great. Yeah, and this is a 120 set, and it comes with a, it's like a, it's not paper, it's quite durable. I don't even know what sort of material you would class that as, like a papery plastic, I don't know, but yeah. And then I find this tin is actually quite strong. It does have these, but it actually has quite deep grooves that you can grab them out of, and you get 3 layers. I'm not going to show you them all like that. I have used them a couple of times, but like I don't think I did it whilst doing a video, and I recently swatched them and I realised that I actually got sent 2 of the same colour. I think it was number 24 that I received twice, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to bother about that. One thing that did make my brain feel strange was the colour order that they put them in. They're in a number order, they don't have names on them, so I just kept them in that order for like simplicity. But I'm glad I swatched them out, because look at some of the colours they've put in with others. Like, it makes no sense for this blue to be in with these greeny blues, like it should be near these sort of thing. And then over here you have like a peachy colour, which could easily be up here with like these peachy colours, but no, they want to put it next to a purple and a pink. Yeah, and yeah, some strange placements, but as long as I've got them swatched out, it's fine for me. So yeah, I'm going to be using these pencils today. So I have got number 83, which is this like soft pink colour, and I'm going to use this as my base all over the sloth, because I want him to have like a warm tone to it. You probably are not going to see this layer that I'm putting down. Again, I'm not sure how these pencils are going to work on this paper. Never used them on this paper. I don't know, actually. I can't remember the pages that I've used these on. Whether it was 1 or 2 pages, I can't even remember. I know I've used them, and it's like clearly in my brain that I've used them. But the picture that I've used them on, nope. Non-existent in this brain of mine. But that's okay. But yeah, when I used them the last time, I didn't have them swatched out, so I was literally just having like a piece of paper scribbling on it at the side, and I forgot to zoom back in. So let me zoom back in so you can see again. Oh, and you can slightly see that I've done that layer, which is good. So my light is it flickering on? I don't know. It is a bit, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit loose. Just a moment, I'm pausing. Hopefully that's better. I don't even know if you were picking it up on the camera, but I could see it ever so slightly flickering, because it's on one of these bendy arms and it's kind of attached at the end. So I had to just sort of tighten that up a little bit. And then it's fine, it's just like loose. So now I have these warm grey colours, and this is like what I'm saying, I'm glad I swatched them, because these look like blue greys to me. Like the ends look slightly less blue grey, but yeah, blue grey to me. But then when I've swatched them out, they are these colours, this 113 and 115. Let me just hold them up a minute. And they are definitely like brown greys. There's a blue grey in the middle of it and a blue grey next to it there. But yeah, so sometimes with these cheaper pencils you do have to definitely swatch. So I'm going to take the lighter one and use it on his face. He is going to be light in this area and on his feet, I think. I'm not going to put a ton of detail into this little guy because of the style of drawing that it is. These are supposed to just be simple, quick, fun, and that's what I'm going to sort of keep them as. I will add a bit of shading because it's me, but I'm not going to do like realistic fur or anything on them. I'll just add some shadows and stuff. I will say these pencils are quite soft, as in I haven't used that much, but I'm going to need to sharpen it soon. But they're not like crumbling all over the place or anything like that. I did have one when I was swatching it, it felt a bit scratchy, but I hadn't actually sharpened it, so I don't know if it has, you know how they can come with a sort of coating on new pencils. When you use them, you're supposed to sharpen them first, but yeah, as again, they are a cheaper pencil, so I'm not expecting miracles, if that makes sense. And then on the rest of him, I'm going to do a layer of this darker one to start with. Like I said, his tummy can be nice and light as well, the lighter colour. I keep thinking that part's tree, but it's not. I was going to do him like a proper dark brown, but then I thought I want that sort of for the tree branch. And I know they can sometimes sort of blend in with trees, but I wanted to have him noticeable. And it's a colouring page, so I'm going to do what I want. So yeah, just light layers. He's so cute. I'm also thinking, do I want to add sparkle in the background, or do I just want it as colour? Because I know I want sparkle on the dragonfly wings, and I will probably do that with either KJ designed by Karen watercolours or with my Mod Podge, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go over these darker bits as well, that I want darker. Some bits are going to be darker than others, but it's helpful to me to differentiate between what is going to be what. So now I'm going to do the darker parts first. So I have my black here. Actually using a black of a set because I haven't run it to the ground yet. The black and the white, as I say, is always my first ones to go. I don't know about anybody else. what colours always end up running out first in your sets? I find it's black and white, and then my lighter colours, like the pale yellow or the peachy softer tones, because I tend to use them for blending, so they end up running out faster. But then you get the odd sort of your favourite blue, your favourite green, your favourite purple, and then yeah, then it goes from there, doesn't it? I'm just going to add some shadow in with the black before I think I'm going to get a different type of brown as well. I'm not sure if the colour that I've used in the dark is going to be dark enough. So I want to give him a little bit of a mouth shadow, just like that. He's so cute. Nothing to do with me though, the illustration is just cute. The whole book is cute. I'm going to do these darker parts first. So let me have a look. I'm going to see what it's like with this other grey first, to see how the black changes it. I think I do, yeah, I want a bit of brown in there, like proper brown. So I'm going to do it. And if it blends in with the tree, then it blends in with the tree. I'll just pick different browns to use on the tree. Although I do admit that this set does not have a whole amount of browns to choose from. Right, so I have this brown 110, 110. Oh yeah, that's the sort of brown I wanted these darker parts to be. I'm still going to leave a little bit of light on there because I'm shading. I think these are doing a decent enough job on this paper. And considering sometimes you don't really feel like using your expensive pencils on like paper that isn't an amazing quality, then yeah, I can quite happily see myself using these. Why not? Right, I do want his nose to be like black. But I also need that sort of highlight there, so yes, he is going to have a bit of brown in there. I might add some little dots of white on his nose after. Right, so now the rest of my darker areas. This area I think would have shadowing on because he is lying on it. He is lying on that arm so comfortably, so peacefully. But of course, it's creating a shadow. And then I want a bit on the edge of his face there for some reason. I don't really know where to put the shadows on him. I'm not 100% used to like colouring sort of cutesy cartoony characters, especially when they're animals. Like chibi people, chibi, not chubby, although chubby people is basically chibi people, isn't it? They're like chubby versions of anime characters. But yeah, like I've not really coloured much in the form of this. Now I'm just going to get that brown and Oh gosh, I pressed a bit too hard then, and wow, snap. But I do that with all pencils. Don't blame the pencils for that. Blame me. Trust me, it is my fault. Sometimes I hold a pencil, I think, at the wrong angle, and if you're holding it at a certain angle and putting pressure on it, it's going to snap more easily. But it's the way I hold the pencil. I can't really change that without being uncomfortable when colouring, so a snappage here and there is fine, as long as I'm not doing it all the time. Right, I'm going to take that lighter grey and just blend it a bit smoother. And then I think because it's got these lines in black drawn on it, I might go on those with white, the white Posca. I might. I will see what it looks like as I've fully coloured the sloth and then decide. Because I might decide that I didn't need it. Like the monkeys in here, I didn't use any white Posca. I still can't believe that. Like that is the first page in a long time where I have not used white Posca pen to like help me in any way. Yeah, these do need sharpening quite regularly, which I'm not completely used to because I tend to use harder pencils. Like the softest pencils I think I own are probably the Castle Art pencils. But yeah, I'm used to how to use them, if you know what I mean. I didn't even put the brown layer on there. That's going to be shadowed anyway. Let's face it. It's so cute. It's got his bum in the air. Just going to continue his leg line slightly. And get the brown. I did just sharpen this, so I'm going to try not to snap it this time. Can't make any promises. Yeah, I'm glad I went quite soft with his brown fur. Instead of the vibrant browns. Sometimes it's nice not to add too much. It won't be long, like it's a week now until I go on holiday, although I don't know when I'll be posting this, so it might be slightly under a week by the time I post this, because I don't know if I'm finishing it today. Well, it's a week and a day until I go on holiday. I'm not going out of the country or anything, but I won't be filming anything. So yeah, near the end of the month, don't expect anything. And my completed pages will be later because I don't get back like until a bit into July, so it's not going to be up right away. But that's all right because it's a video that everybody does, so you can watch everybody else's first. I like doing that. I like it when they don't all come like pouring in at once sometimes, because it's like, oh, I've just watched 2, and then a day goes by, oh, there's 3 more to watch, yay. Whereas if they all came on the same day, I would probably sit there and binge watch them because I love them. I do. Completed pages. I mean, I post most of my completed pages to Instagram, but sometimes I'm like, is that good enough to post? Do I want to post that? Sometimes I think I've posted something and I haven't. That's happened a couple of times, if I'm honest. And I'm like, where's that gone? Did I not post that? And then it's like, no. And then for some reason I feel like it's too late then to post it, so I just don't post it. Yeah, it makes no sense, does it? It is cute, and I like it. And I'm forgetting to do in there again. And I haven't added brown to it. Like, why do I keep forgetting this bit? It can be dark. Oh, he's cute. I keep saying that, but I mean it. So I'm going to add some little bit more of that pinky colour into his face. Not just around, I say cheeks, because he's cute. And look, he's basically got a heart there, so it's like, it'd be criminal not to add more pink, wouldn't it? Oh. And then I'm going to put a bit of this pink on the ends of his hands and feet. He doesn't have any claws. So, sloths have those big, like, strong claws, don't they? And I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so dangerous. I definitely would not mess with a sloth, no matter how like cute and like docile they look. It's like a koala. I won't go anywhere near a koala either. Like, ooh. To be honest, I'm a bit scared of animals, if I'm 100% honest. But like, it's not always being scared. It's like being cautious. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, I'm very cautious around animals, especially if I'm meeting one for the first time, because I have to like know, oh, is this animal going to kill me, or is this animal just going to wag its tail and want to be pet, you know? But yeah, the only animals I actually am scared of is dogs, for some unknown bizarre reason. Like, why am I scared of cute little doggies? I don't know. And I do find the littler ones scarier than the bigger ones, although the big ones, ooh, I'm very cautious because they can knock you over very easily. But yeah, I am more scared of the littler ones, because as well, the owners of the littler ones seem to be less interested in training them for some reason. That's just like my general noticing. And I'm not saying that's for all of them, because I do see some little dogs that are absolutely wonderfully trained. But yeah, I think when you get a dog, you should like have to give it training. It shouldn't be get a dog, just let it do what it wants. You should have to get it trained. I don't know about you. I mean, I say this, like 9 out of 10 dog owners that I see like walking their dogs handle their dogs like beautifully. It's just that other 1 out of 10 where I will literally cross the road to be on the other side so I don't have to walk past it because that owner has zero control. And yeah, that scares me. That does actually scare me when an owner does not have control. Right, so I'm going to go in with my white and blend this lighter colour. Yeah, I'm definitely a cat person, which makes no sense again because I don't know, I think it's their energy. I find their energy safer. They do get the zoomies, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, yeah, I think it's an energy level thing. But it's also harder to train a cat, so it doesn't make sense that I'm less scared of them. Yeah, I've never had a cat try to attack me, so yeah, whereas I've never had a dog try to attack me, but I've had them like, I don't like it when they jump around at you, like, and their mouth just opens wide. And I forgot the belly bit. What was I using? The dark grey. Yeah, what was I saying? Dogs aggressively like jumping up at you. Like sometimes you can tell that it's just being playful, but sometimes it's like, I need this dog to be nowhere near me. And it's when the owners just say, oh, he's friendly, and I'm like, but I have a fear of dogs. And then they just look at you like, how can you have a fear of dogs? And I'm like, it's not by choice. So that is my slough. Slough is done. So now I'm just going to pause a moment. So the next part I'm going to colour is going to be the branch. So that is going to be number 111, 111. And yeah, this is just a brown. I'm going to base layer it first. Obviously the slough is also brown, so I may add a bit of yellow or orange into this, or I may just do it like a dark branch. I'm not sure, but the slough also has dark parts, so yeah, hard to choose. I probably should have just looked up what sort of branches, like what sort of trees are in the areas where sloths live, but as far as I know, sloths would probably blend in with their surroundings anyway. So brown tree, just go like generic brown tree, I think. So it's now Saturday the 22nd of June. I'm hoping to have this finished today because it's my birthday tomorrow and I don't really think I'm going to have time to be filming. I'm not really doing anything, but you know, when like family visits and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna add a bit of that brown into the leaves and then add my greens. That'll just be a bit of a shadow when the greens go over it. So I'm actually going to do those leaves first before I continue with the branch. And I have two greens here, number 41 and 38. So I'm going to do an all over base actually with my darker green, the 41. That is a lovely green. Do light layer, always light layer anyway. But I normally light layer with my lighter colour. So this will probably be my last video of the month, because like I said, I will be going on holiday soon. And obviously I'm not taking the film and stuff with me. I'm taking one colouring book, a few pencils to use in that book, and that's about it. 38 now. So I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to continue with my 41. Change my mind, I'm doing the darker bits first. So I'll start with where those brown bits were. Again, this isn't going to be a realistic leaf. This is just simple shading, really. Be honest, I'm not good at colouring leaves anyway. I never know where to put my shadows to make it look realistic, even if I wanted to. So yeah, I just put it wherever I want. If it doesn't look right, then I add a little bit more, but sometimes I don't know when to stop. I'm still not used to using such soft pencils. Like, I know I'm only doing like light layers, but they're running down quite easily. And this is probably why they're cheaper as well, to be honest. They don't last as long. They're doing the job. I don't know if I'll buy them again, but we never know, because that's the future. I could change my mind. I could get attached to them. But the fact is I'd have to buy a full set again, so I can't see myself doing that. Castle Arts, on the other hand, I can see myself, when I run out, buying more, because they are like one of my go-to pencils. I know I'd have to buy the full set again, but for me that would be worth it. Obviously with my polychromos, I just buy them open stock from either Hobbycraft or the coloured pencil shop. But I find, because I can get them from my local Hobbycraft, I don't have to pay the delivery charge, which ends up making them cheaper for me to just get them in Hobbycraft. But yeah, if you don't have a local Hobbycraft, then I do recommend the coloured pencil shop. The sun has been absolutely blazing for the past few days, and it's been quite a nice change. So, like, haven't had all that horrible rain for a while, but the only problem now is we're gonna get used to it, and then we'll have some rain again. I don't know when, but it'll come. It always returns. And I don't mind a day of rain here and there, but now that it's like summer, you want more sunny days than rainy days. And I just hope that the sun sticks around for when we go on holiday. Like I said, I don't mind the odd rain. I don't want it to be raining all the time. So now I'm taking my white And I'm just going on those areas where I haven't really finished it off. Like I left little gaps. So I'm just smoothing out them. Just adds a bit of light. Yeah, it's hard to get the lighting right as well though because of the sun. Because I have my light on, but it's not really affecting because the sun is still so bright. I have closed the curtains because that honestly would have put a huge shadow from my hand across because the window is on my right side. But yeah, I have the light on, but I'm still getting a shadow. And I don't know whether to turn my light up so it's brighter. Let me just see. Is that helping? Or is that just... I'm still getting that shadow anyway. Yeah, I'm going to turn it back down because I don't want to wash the colours out. That's the only thing I find when you get nice lighting where you want it to be, your camera just washes the colours out. And it's so annoying. Right, so I'm going to take my brown again. Actually, I'm going to take the black. Just give it a little sharpen because I have just used these pencils on another page. And the other page was in Any Day by Morgan O'Brien. And I've participated in the colour along image by, I think it's Amanda Colours. I haven't posted it yet. Well, by the time this video goes out, I probably will have posted it to Instagram. I think it's Amanda Colours. I will have looked that up by then, by the time I post, because I would want to tag her in the post on Instagram. I don't know if I want to keep like the lines in the tree. I think I do. So obviously tree branches aren't smooth. Well, this one isn't. That branch is ever so like, how do I colour the shading? That'll do. A bit of black in there, in that leaf, I think. Because I didn't add any, did I? I just had that brown, and the brown didn't give it as much shadow as I thought it would. So I'm just going to blend that black out there. Because I didn't do a very good job on that one. So now back to my brown, my 111, and I'm just going to go over the black, blend it out, leave a bit of light left, and that will be my branch done, won't it? Want it to be done. I may get the white and go over those lighter areas just so I can smooth them out a little bit. I say I don't want a smooth tree branch, but I mean in texture of the tree, not my pencil looking smooth. That didn't quite make sense, or did it? Like, even my brain's having trouble with that one. Just give that a sharpen. Just notice here it looks very odd. So now that white, just on the lighter areas quickly. This white does give quite a milky effect, doesn't it? Which in this case is okay. Oh gosh, that just went over the black line terribly. I'm trying to just be quick, aren't I? Not always the best move, so I will get that black and just go back over that black line. See, why do I make mistakes? I didn't sharpen my pencil and now I've gone over the white of the paper. Have a look at there. I had gone over it with that brown as well before, hadn't I? So I'll just get rid of those. There we go. Now I'm going to get that brown again, because some of that went a bit too milky for my liking. But now that the white's there, the brown will go over it lighter. So that's nice. And it's actually creating a different brown with the same pencil. Do you notice a difference? I hope so, because I can see it. It depends. Does the oh my gosh, I am so clumsy tonight. I am so clumsy. And yes, this is what I mean. It is the evening and it's still this bright out and I just moved that. I do apologise. Yes, it is. It's about, let me have a look. It's 5 to 7, still blazing glorious sunshine, just the same as it was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah. Now I've got to think about the background, so I'm going to get some, pick some colours out a moment. So I've eventually decided that he is sleeping in the daytime, but I'm not doing like a full-on scenery behind him. I'm just going to take some colours and sort of, I don't know, it's like you don't see the shapes, but you can see the changing colours, like blurry. And anyway, I've got the green I used on the leaves, which was a 41. I have number 29, which is this really bright green. And I have 26, which is this bright orange yellow colour. So we'll just see. I want a bit more of that yellowy colour behind him. Like at the top here. And don't worry that I've done the blue outline, it is fine. Because blue, if it goes with the yellow, would turn to green anyway, and my other colours are green. Right, so I'm not going to do too much of the yellow, I just want it up here a bit. I am doing the top half first. I will then go on to the bottom half. Now I've got 29. Did I say 29 or 20? Ah, the other one was 26. Never mind. So now I'm going to blend that out with this. That is so pretty. So it is a bit brighter than what you may have thought, well, what I thought I was going to go for, because I was thinking sleeping he must be at night, but then I remembered he is a sloth and probably sleeps throughout the day as well. So, and then I'm going to take the 41 and like blend it in. Like this would be parts of the tree. Like I'm not actually making tree shapes or anything, I'm just having the colours there. Right, and then I'm going to try and blend those two greens together. I know taking your time with something like this would work better, but I don't know. I'm excited to have this page finished. Plus this light, when it goes onto my hand and covers the page, I'm not enjoying the shadow that I get. Like it affects my vision for colouring the page, which is not what I want. Put that in there. Probably shouldn't have, but hey ho. Right, now I've got to be careful because I don't want to go out of the circle. And I haven't finished adding that yellowy orange yet. I've just not blended that out. A bit like a lime, isn't it? Like he's, like he's in front of a lime. I don't mind if it looks like he's in front of a lime. I don't use bright colours very often, like actual bright colours. I do like the vibrancy you get from certain colours, but I don't tend to normally go full on bright neon very often. But because I'm using the darker green and this green, it's sort of making it really nice sort of transition, I think. I need a bit more of that in there though. That transition is not good. I think I need to put a bit in there as well, just to balance it out. And now I'm going to get my 26 and lightly, because this is quite a strong colour. Blend them in. Go into that green a bit, it doesn't matter. I Did I press record again? I will have to look. Yes. Ooh. Whenever I pause, I always get that feeling. Did I actually press record? I even get it when I pause though. I'm like, did I actually pause, or am I going to have to cut some bits out? But no, I'm good. I'm okay this time. It looks so peaceful. But now on the bottom part, I'm not going to be adding any of the yellowy number 26. Let me just take some of my drink. And sharpen. Alright, so I'm going to actually start with a light layer of this green. I am going to be using a lot of the darker green on this, but I don't want it to look the same as those leaves. So that's why I'm adding this in first. And I know I have the dragonflies left to do. I am going to go over his wings because they are going to be not completely what they call translucent. So you'll see a bit of that green through anyway. Right. Now I'm taking this green again. I'm sorry, I just can't get comfortable, and I'm talking and moving, trying to get comfortable at the same time. But yeah, I move so that my shadow isn't in the way, and then I get uncomfortable when I'm sitting, the way I'm sitting, and then yeah. I don't know, I don't think I organised very well before I came and filmed this today. Again, just lightly layering to start with, because I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this bottom bit. I think mostly dark, like I said, but first of all I'm going to make this side look like it belongs there. So I'm going to add a bit more of that in, you know, so I've got the same colour running. Just lots of layers really, isn't it? Building the colour up. So I don't want to indentate the... Indentate? Is that the right word? Indent. Oh dear. I don't want to indent the paper. Indentate. Is that... For some reason my brain thinks that's right and wrong at the same time. Oh, seriously. So I'm going to make this side match up first as well, because it's just easier for me to be able to visualise that. And then I'm actually going to get my black and start adding some. I want the bottom half of the circle to be more shadowed than the top, so it's like the forest behind him has a thick underlayer of trees, but he's near the top where the sun is peeking through. But obviously, like I said, I'm not actually drawing the forest, because that would take far too long. Far too much effort to be done on that. Also, I'm kind of having like a day of colouring. Like, since the afternoon at least anyway. The morning I did stuff. But since the afternoon I've been colouring. Like I said, I'd done an Annie Day page. Well, I finished it off. I'd half done it already. Then I had my dinner, and now I'm here doing this. So now I'm going to sharpen this green again, the darker green. And now go over the darker areas for the final time. Trying not to put too much pressure down though, because I am fully aware that if I do, a snappage will occur. And then those bits sort of in the centre I will go over again with the lighter green. I still need to sort of blend it out so it's not too much of a harsh transition. Alright, so now my lighter green was at 29, and just from about halfway down I will blend it. Smush those greens together. I'm going to put a bit of that in that wing though, because I've made that far too dark. I am going to add a bit more of this green into the yellow. I think it looks too much of a different colour. I would rather it look like this, definitely. It may look a bit odd, but I'm happy with it. And that's the background bit done. So now I just have the dragonflies. I'm just going to because these do create a bit of dust. And I know what you're thinking, don't do it with your fingers. But I did it anyway, and now I regret it. I don't regret it, but I do have to get the rubber out. I'm going to neaten this edge up a bit. Oops, rubbish. So, now onto the dragonflies. I'm just picking colours a moment. So I want my dragonflies to be a bluey turquoise-ish colour, I think. I was going to originally do them like blue and green, but I think I'll leave the green out of it because of the rest of the page. So I am going to do a light layer of number 50 all over their bodies. I didn't look up dragonflies or anything like that. I'm not looking for these to be realistic. Like, are they even dragonflies? I think they are. And I am actually going to put a bit of that in the wings as well, because that will make sense why that one could see the underneath. Right now in the bodies I also have number 62, and I'm just going to shade where I want to be shaded. But I am going to add a white Posca. Like some dots for white Poscaing and stuff like that. And then I am going to get the KJ Design by Karen, I think, out and do some sparkliness over them. I think that would be a good idea. But do I Posca first or watercolour first? See, I don't think the Posca would react well to watercolour being put over the top of it. So I think I'm going to have to add the Posca afterwards. Yeah, I think so. So I'm just going to take my white and blend the blues out. I think I want to make the hand and feet parts black actually. I'm going to get my black out. I don't think I've ever coloured a cartoon dragonfly. I'm not sure. I know that they appear a lot, but I don't think I've done one. Don't know. Quite honestly, when you start to have a few pages coloured, you forget what you have and haven't done before. Yeah, I think I prefer them black, because they were too much of one colour. Little black eyeballs. Yeah, that's good enough. So let me just get my water and stuff. Right, I'm ready. I've just got a water brush because I figured that would be easier. I'm not doing much. And I have the Lake Blue KJ design by Karen, and I'm going over the bodies. I know I just did all that work on the bodies. Well, I wouldn't say all that work, but I feel like just making them sparkly would be better. And then on the wings, I'm actually going to use Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. And then I am going to do some dots of white Posca just over the KJ design watercolours. So I think that's enough of that. I don't even know if you are seeing any sparkles or not. Yeah, this was just a cheap water brush. It was like £1.50 for a pack of 3. And I think they're left-handed from the way that they screw on and off of the cap, the top. Because normally you have to open things one way, but this undoes the opposite way. And I was like, why isn't this lid coming off? And that was why. Basically. It was a little bit strange. So I do have to let that watercolour dry before I do anything else, so I will be back. So I think that's dry, and I have actually already put the Mod Podge on. I just thought I didn't want to start and then stop again. Yeah, but I think you all know that Mod Podge is a glitter glue. It's this one. And it's full of glitter, and basically I just put it on with a paintbrush and let it dry. So now I'm just going to add some white Posca pen. So I just want to sort of dot on my dragonflies. And I think I want to go over the wings. I do want to go over this black line. I do think they are too much for the dragonfly. Just the above black lines. Ooh, I'm drawing over Mod Podge. And this is why I added the blue to the wings, because I knew once I had the Mod Podge they're going to be almost invisible. I don't like it when wings have black lines, especially ones that you're not supposed to be able to see, which is why I do the Mod Podge. I mean the Posca pen. God, I've got Mod Podge on the brain now. But yeah, I think I want to go over the black lines on the tail. And then I might put a white line. No, I'm not gonna risk that. But I am going to risk a white line on here. And now over the wings again, and yes. It's a little bit difficult going over the Mod Podge, but only in places really. Most of it's fine. Some of it doesn't want to, like, you can feel the texture of the Mod Podge. Okay, I'm actually going to go over the whole of the black lines on this one. I don't like it. I shouldn't have gone over the whole of the lines. I will colour over it. It's just that bit at the top I think needs to stay black. So while that dries, it'll literally take 1 minute though. Okay, so I fixed it. I just scratched away the Posca pen, added a bit more black to add the eyeball back in because that's what I wasn't happy with. The eyeball sort of disappeared. But other than that, you can see the sparkle. Yay! And that one up there. I do love the Mod Podge on the wings. And look at the little cutie. Just dreaming away, not a care in the world. So that is that page finished. And it's so cute. I think I'm going to say that when I'm colouring any of these pages in here. And I can't wait to colour the next one, although I don't know which one to colour next, because as you heard, I pretty much like them all. So, yep, until next time, which again will be a little bit late and will probably be my completed pages for June, but it won't be until after, I don't know, maybe the 7th to the 10th, maybe somewhere around then. I'm not sure, but yeah, I will see you next time. Take care, enjoy the sunshine if it is sunny where you are. It might not be, but yeah, happy colouring, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.